Now, hey, family. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, my goodness. I do apologize for being late. I really do. Oh, my goodness. I hope everybody is ready for the show tonight. I hope everybody is ready. I do apologize, you guys, for being late tonight. I had something come up and I had to take care of it, and I tried to change the time, but I do apologize. Please forgive me because I never try to. I always try to be on time when I'm doing the show because I consider everybody's time. Consider everybody's time, you know. Um, but I do apologize, y'all. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for waiting and being patient. I want us to talk a little bit about our sister, Leonna Hale. Okay. You know what? I don't even know what to say about this whole Leonna thing. First, they said she was pregnant, and then they said she was running away from the police, and then they said she had a gun. But family, they gonna say they gonna say whatever. We already know that, right? But it's when I hear black people saying that she deserved to die. When I hear black people saying that she deserved to die, but did you give Patrick or Peyton that same energy? Did you give Peyton that same energy? I don't understand. Anytime we can sit up here and take our enemy side for it, something is wrong with us. I'm texting some people because I was running a little late and I did have the show for 8 o'clock, but I changed it to 8:30. But so we just gonna kind of shoot the breeze. But anytime you can hear your brother say that it's good that you got shot because you shouldn't have had a gun, you shouldn't have been running, you should have complied. That's mental illness, undiagnosed mental illness. That is undiagnosed mental illness. And it is time for us to deal with us. It is time for us to deal with our stuff. It is time for us to do better. Because you can't sit up there and say, oh, I'm hoping this is the right show that I got in here. I hope it is, you guys. You cannot say or expect the police not to want to kill you when you want to kill yourself. You cannot talk like that. I'll make sure that I have the right clip because I don't want, I think that's the wrong one, you guys. Yeah, that's the wrong one up there. I want this one up here. I'm going to hide that one, I think. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to do something right now. The second one is the if you want to come and say something, but you cannot. We have to learn how to change our mindset. You cannot say that she should have died. You can't, because guess what? You will never stop the police from killing you with that kind of mindset. Be very careful what you say about your sister. Be very careful with you giving them permission to kill you, because that's exactly what you do. You give them permission to kill you. I want us to hear a little bit about this. You know, I'm always going to pull up some things, okay? I want to deal with this a little bit. I want us to deal with this a little bit because I'm not understanding what the problem is. You cannot be so hard up wanting to please your enemy that you literally, hold on, I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm gonna pull something up because I'm gonna share my screen. You know, I'm trying to work on that right now. Let me share my screen. We can't do this. Share my screen. Okay. I want us to understand we got to change our mindset. I want us to understand and see what is really going on here. Okay. I'm hoping, yeah, you can see. You got it? Yeah, you can see. Let's take a peek at this, you guys. Let's read just a little bit. I don't know what that advertisement is. I don't know what that is. But I want us to see just a little bit. I don't know if it's going to come up for me or not. May or may not come. I don't hear it.
They shot her. They shot her. They shot her. They shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Mama, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. Oh God, they shot her. Oh my God, they shot her. What? I ain't seen nobody like this. If my daughter died in front of me. They shot her, y'all. They shot her. They shot her, y'all. They shot her. I watched it all. Y'all, please, they shot her. They shot her, y'all. They shot her, God. Oh my God, they shot her. They still putting her in handcuffs. What type of woman are you? You still putting her in handcuffs.
Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about this a little bit. I don't want to see no more ads.
Nurse.
Hold on.
Hey. You got it.
I want to talk about this here. We are so busy. It says an unarmed Black woman told police she was pregnant. You listening to this, right? Okay. Just before she was shot, Missouri, look up Missouri's history. According to a witness, Leonna, Hale, 26, had her hands up in the moment before officers shot her in the parking lot of a Family Dollar store on Friday night. A woman identified only as Shadanja, Shadana. Okay, y'all help me out with that name. Okay, told Kansas City Star. Shadana said Hale was attempting to run away from police when they shot her 5 times. Okay, y'all help me out here because you know I'm trying not to yell. I'm trying not to act ignorant. Okay, I'm trying not to act ignorant. I'm gonna try to keep my composure. I don't want to keep yelling at y'all all the time. Okay. The Missouri State Highway Patrol said the shooting occurred as officers with Kansas City Police Department attempted to arrest the occupants of a car in connection with a reported armed carjacker. Okay. The officer had spotted a vehicle matching the description of a stolen vehicle at the Family Dollar at Prospect and East 6th Avenue shortly before 8 p.m. on Friday. Okay. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Because y'all got me twisted over here. The officer attempted to make contact with the vehicle's occupants. A man exited the vehicle, fled on foot, and was apprehended. The MSHP said he was not identified. Okay. The highway patrol said Hale exited the vehicle and fled into the store's parking lot. 2 officers fired shots. A suspect handgun was recovered from the vehicle. Okay, was recovered from the vehicle. Does that mean that she had it in her hands when she was running? That doesn't mean that to me. Haley was seriously injured, and her condition is stable with no other injuries. Well, she got shot 5 times. What do you mean no other injuries? Okay, she got shot 5 times. Shadana, who had gone to the store with her 3 children, described a scene where officers opened fire on a woman who allegedly posed no threat. Did you hear that? This is where we need to come in with our own nation within a nation, you guys. The Indians have their nation within a nation. We need our own nation within a nation. She told the Star that when she arrived at the store, she heard officers yelling, "Get out the car," to 2 people in the vehicle next to hers. Okay. A man got out, jumped a fence, and fled, she said, and 3 officers ran after him. Hale got out of the vehicle with her hands up. Her hands were up. Her hands were up. Let's not forget that. When officers told her to get on the ground, what'd she say? She told them she was pregnant and couldn't. She told them she was pregnant and couldn't, right? Officers repeatedly asked Hale to get down. She said, and at one point, Hale told officers there was a gun in the vehicle. Now, why would she say that? I wouldn't have said nothing about no gun. I'm out the car. I wouldn't have said nothing about no gun. I'm just saying. That's me. Okay? They would have had to find that thing because I wouldn't say nothing. According to Shadana, Hale had taken just 3 steps to run away from the police when they fired 5 times. I remembered it because it didn't stop. They shot 5 times. Why did it take 5 times? Newsweek has reached out to her for further comment. In the video she captured following the shooting, Hale was seen laying on the ground with blood on her shirt as other officers arrived on the scene and one appeared to handcuff her. Now, where was she going, y'all? Why would they have to handcuff her? The witness account of the shooting has prompted outrage on social media. It should, because guess what? Let me tell you something. I'm going to come back over here for this one because I want y'all to see my face. Let me tell you something. If they didn't kill Peyton, and Peyton, remember the Buffalo person, the little thug terrorist, right? Like and share as you come in, you guys. Brother Bakari Hay. If they didn't kill Peyton, who when police pulled up, this was in New York, they had what? Bodies in the parking lot, right? Because they said he started outside, right? You had bodies in the parking lot. Then you hear him shooting when the police is driving up. So you know he got a gun in there, right? Now, they didn't once pull their weapon, right? So he's in there killing up folk in the store. The police had to, I don't even think the police ran up in there. The police had to talk him down. Why did they talk him down? He had murdered 10 people and they talked him down. Why was it important for them to talk him down, but they couldn't talk this young woman down or talk her, or even if she ran? People say, I've heard Black people saying she should have gotten shot. She shouldn't have had a weapon in her hand. But I just read that she didn't have a weapon. She turned to run. My thing is, she was saving her life. She was trying to save her life. So why is it that we get shot and they don't? Why is it that when we try to run for our lives, we get shot? But Peyton had a gun in his hand. And that school shooter, remember school shooter? Didn't no cops go in there after them. Tell me why. The feds had to come and take care of him, right? But we, as a group of people, we have so much undiagnosed mental illness that we will literally give them permission to shoot us because you know they're not going to do nothing for you anyway. So we literally give them permission to shoot us. When you say that it's okay, when you say she should have complied, when you say that, oh my God, she had a gun, oh my God, she ran, and you said, oh, it's okay that she got shot, that's crazy. That don't sound right. You guys will never stop getting killed. I'm going to tell you what, globally, Black folks should have rose up when Peyton went to New York and shot New York up in that grocery store for him walking out breathing. Because I heard a newsman say, why was he even alive? How did he live? I heard a newsman say that. He was white. He said, how in the world did he leave out walking? He should have been dead. He should have went out of that grocery store the same way all those other folk went out the grocery store, right? Those 10 that he killed. He should have went right behind them in his body bag. Ain't no way he should have left that store breathing. But we as Black people have got to get it together. You cannot sit here and say, oh, she should have died. Who said stuff like that? Or you said, oh, it was okay, but you're not thinking about Peyton, a whole thug terrorist 18 who went into your neighborhood, who had a retired FBI officer assisting him. But did they arrest him? No. But he knew, FBI knew what this dude was going to do. The dude, the assistant, the retired FBI agent knew what he was going to do. And he filmed it. Okay? So you're not going to tell me that wasn't planned. But it was okay. But until Black folk get tired, I'm just going to say that. Until Black folk get tired. Let me just keep reading for a minute. Y'all need to think about this because this is ridiculous. She had her hands up. Did you hear that? She had her hands up. She was pregnant. She's 26. Shot 5 times. She had her hands up and told police that she couldn't lay on the ground because she was pregnant, right? She couldn't lay on the ground because she was pregnant. She had her hands up and told police she could not follow their directions to get on her stomach because she was pregnant. There was no reforming this. But we don't care, do we? We still gonna say, oh, she should have died. Bettini Daniels wrote, how many people have to die before y'all realize police can't be reformed? Leonna Hale deserved better. We all do. How many people have to die before y'all realize police cannot be reformed? Okay. These are people that's talking. She'd have been safer if instead of being unarmed and pregnant, she were armed in a school shooting children. Okay. Instead of being unarmed and pregnant, she were armed in a school shooting children, added Steve Cox, referring to the delayed police response to the shooting at an elementary school in Texas last week. Did you just hear that? But she didn't have a gun, running away from police, probably scared to death, and got shot 5 times. But you have school shooters that they don't even go in the building. They don't even go to save their own children. They don't even go to save their own children. They sacrifice their own children then for this little thug terrorist. Okay? The mom gave this 18-year-old boy to his grandma to live with the grandma. I'm gonna tell you what, if he was as crazy and as bad as what they say, ain't nowhere in the world I'd have took him. That's your mess. You're gonna deal with that. I'd have left him right with his mama. Ain't nowhere in the world. I'm not gonna I dealt with you, and now you think I'm gonna deal with your? No, I'm not doing that. No, not happening. I'm just saying. No. The MSHP said it had been asked by KCPD to investigate the shooting involving the police department, the department officers. Okay. KCPD, police chief, Joseph, whoever, 100% transparent. Okay, yeah, right. The 2 officers involved in the shooting has been placed on administrative leave. That means they're getting paid. And KCPD, they brought her up on charges. Now, I wish I had heard Professor Truth. There was a young man who had shot at police, right? Who they allowed to get out of jail. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want y'all to see my face because I'm upset and this makes no sense. I'm so tired of what I'm seeing. I'm just so disgusted behind it. And I'm tired of it. I don't understand it. And when I hear Black people telling me that she should have conformed, she should have complied, that bothers me because you don't even understand. Yes, it was a Black man, Bakari, that said it was a group of people, a group of Black people on this Black show. And he was like, he has a show, right? And you should have seen the comments. The comments were disgusting. They were disgusting. for us to sit here and say it was okay for her to die, okay for not die, I'm sorry. It was okay for her to be shot is sickening. And I'm sick of it. I don't understand it. And it's disgusting. And I'm tired of it. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand I don't understand when I hear Black people tell me that it's okay that she got shot. That's the same thing they said about remember the Bryant Micaiah Bryant. Remember that was a teen that had the knife. Remember how all of these Black people were saying, "Oh, she should have got shot." I'm like, but they never shoot their own. Do we even are we recognizing this? Do we understand this? They never shoot their own, but they always want to shoot you and tell you it's okay to die. It's never okay for you to die. Never. After them not shooting that thug terrorist in New York, Black folk ought to be burning this. They ought to be burning it down. That's all I'm gonna say. I do not condone down. I just want y'all to understand. I don't condone violence. I do condone when injustice happens. I do condone that you protect yourself and protect your family at all costs. I do condone that. I don't have nothing. I condone that. But what I don't condone is these police officers still shooting Black people. You have no right. They need to do a pull-up at their houses. The ones that shot this girl, they need to do a pull-up. Why? Because of the simple fact you didn't shoot Peyton. You didn't shoot. Nobody shot him. He killed 10 people. He started in the parking lot. But nobody shot at him. They didn't even take out their weapons, because when I saw him being arrested, I saw him walk into the car. No weapons was drawn. He didn't get dirty. He didn't have his face smashed to the ground. He didn't have 15 officers on top of his body. He never said he couldn't breathe, which he should have been saying. He should have been the same way he went in. Those 10 came out store. He should have been in one of those bags too. I'm just saying. Ain't no way in the world he should have came out breathing or walking. They should have carried his behind out and took him straight to the morgue. But we have got to change our mindset. Why are we okay dying? And they're not murdering their own. Why are we okay with that? Why are we okay with that? We are literally telling them it's okay. We are literally telling them that it's okay. Why is it okay? Tell me why. You don't care about your own life. You treat yourself the way they treat you, like dirt. You treat yourself and you treat the others like you, like garbage. We treat each other the way they have taught us to treat us, the way we have seen them treat us. We treat us the same way. Undiagnosed mental illness is what we suffer with. I call some Black folk white supremacists. We have a white supremacist mindset, and some of us don't even understand it. We look at each other when I get on there, and I just like they was talking about. What was they talking about the other day? And I got on there and I said, "Hold on, I cannot remember what it was, but it was a posting." And I looked at it totally different than what everybody else was saying. And I'm like, oh, it was a 10-year-old that had shot. I think her mom and another mom got into it, right? Her friend's mom got into it, and the 10-year-old shot the mom. And they said, oh my gosh, she should have died. Or they were going ham in on this 10-year-old. And I'm like, hold on, you guys, hold on. When Kyle Rittenhouse shot them two murdered 3, he murdered 2, but he shot 3. Did you ever see white folk going ham in on him? No. Did you ever hear them say anything negative about their own? No, they never do, and they never will, because they're on code. But they can be on code because that's what they do. But they not really on code. Y'all have to understand, them white folks fight, they kill just like we do. Everybody kills their own, but they kill their whole family. Just like that boy just shot his grandma in the mouth, and she'll never talk. The mama sent him to live with his grandma, and she free over there with her man. Her boyfriend said the boy was crazy. It was probably his idea for her to get rid of that boy. But I'm gonna tell you what she did. I don't know what he'd have when he wouldn't have came to my house acting crazy. I'm not putting up with that. That's your mess. You would have kept that mess at home with you, honey. I wouldn't have. I'm just saying. No, we have got to stop it. We have got to stop with this. The 10-year-old. Let me just continue that. So the 10-year-old shot the woman that was fighting her mom, right? Black folk went crazy. They went crazy on this little girl. I'm like, hold on, you guys. We the only one that'll go against our own. White folk make one little statement and y'all, they fly off with it. They fly off the handle with it. Hey, that 10-year-old did. Oh my God. This is, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up. I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. And I could not believe it. I was like, are you guys serious? You guys can't be serious. Y'all talking about this 10-year-old like this. They was going off on this baby. And I had never, ever, 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 ever seen anything like that. And I literally got on there and I said, are you guys serious? This is a baby. This was a baby. And they was literally talking about this baby like a dog. I can't find it. They was talking about this baby like they was crazy. And my thing is, why is it that we talk about ours? We get right on, white folk will talk about us and we talking about us with them. We grew up. Let me tell you how I grew up. We had cousins. I was only child. We had cousins. I had a lot of cousins. And we would double team you. We didn't never fight. We didn't never fight one-on-one. My cousin fought, we all jumped in it. I'm just saying. My aunt said, look, they hit you, they hit them back. Don't come here crying, talking about somebody hit you. Don't come here and your cousin over there fighting and you here sitting up here eating popcorn. Y'all all come together, come home together. They fight, you fight. They hit you, hit them back. That's how we grew up. We didn't grow up with all this division. We didn't grow up with all this, well, she should have died. She should have got beat up because she was running her mouth. She should have died because she had a knife. She should have died because she had a gun. Does anybody see anything wrong with this but me? I'm so glad I didn't get on here earlier because I was mad. I was hot. When I made this poster, whoo, honey, y'all would have got it. But I calmed down, went to dinner, calmed down. I feel better. I was a little late because I had some stuff to do. Went to dinner. I had some things I need to clear up. But I'm telling you what, they're not going to never stop killing y'all if y'all keep giving them, okay, y'all keep giving them permission. Just like they looking at y'all right now to see what y'all going to do. If y'all don't do nothing, we're going to tell them to come back. We're going to let them come back and ain't going to bring no charges. We're going to bring charges up against her, but we're going to bring no charges up against the officers that shot her, that didn't have a reason to shoot her. But they're going to bring charges up against you. I'm just saying. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. And we're okay with it. We're okay with it. Why? Why are we okay with it? We just gave them permission to let those guys off. We gave them permission to let those cops off. We gave them permission to let them go. We gave them permission. Why? Because we're trying to please white folk. They didn't. Kyle Rittenhouse, nobody said nothing negative against him. Nothing. Nothing negative. Nothing negative. But we had something to say with her, our sister. We had everything to say. I don't understand. I wish y'all could help me. Because I'm not going to ever understand this. I will never, ever, ever, ever understand how we are allowed to think. We think we got some stinky thinking. Stinky thinking. I'm going to put the link in here if y'all want to come on here and say anything. Because I'm not understanding. Y'all going to have to help me to understand. Is this the one? Yeah, y'all going to have to help me to understand. I did not want to be on here all day, and I'm not. But I did want to come on here because if we don't stop saying it's okay, because they watching, I'm telling you right now, America should be on freaking fire for all the injustices. And then Biden came out and wrote that little, I call it a bunch of a nothing burger as far as police are concerned federally. But it don't mean nothing. And he think because he put a little fake little piece of nothing together that it's going to cause us to vote for his dementia behind. I will never in my life vote for another Democrat or Republican. I will vote independent if they're running for something. But I will never, ever, 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 ever back another Democrat or Republican because I know neither party is going to do anything for us. And we need to know that. We have to understand that. And when are we going to change our mindset with that? We've been voting since forever. And we still come up with an excuse why it's still okay. I was talking to a young lady, an older lady, the other day about voting, and she was still singing it. And this is an 80, 70-year-old lady, and she was still singing that same old song. Well, us voting this, that, and the other, and black, like men afraid of the front lines. And yeah, unfortunately, they are. Unfortunately, I think women will get out there before men will. And I think our children, I have a 13-year-old granddaughter. I think that generation is ready. That's a ready generation. Because these 20 and 30-year-olds, well, 30-year-olds now, they're not ready. But them 13, 14, 15-year-olds, they ready. You're gonna see the difference when they get grown. Because we already see the fire. We already see the fire with them now. But I'm gonna tell you what, if we don't get it together, we ain't gonna see no 13, 14-year-olds. Because police having a ham, they going ham on us. And we won't do anything. But I'm gonna tell you what, and maybe this is me just thinking, if we would just rise up like we want to do something, we'll be protected. I do believe that because I read the Bible, okay, and the Israelites didn't never have to fight. That's who we are. I don't believe that we would ever have to fight. I don't believe we would ever have to fight. We wouldn't have to raise a finger to anybody. I do believe that He would take care of us. He'd fight for us. I'll never understand why we say the stuff that we say. And I don't believe it's. I believe it's enough of us. It's enough to still sleep that it's not impacting the woke yet. But I think the more we wake up, the less the other voices will be heard. But we have got to check the ones that'll come on and say, "Oh, she should have died." You got to check that behind. I was on that Facebook. I was good. I was going in. I was going in. I had a whole. I can't even find it now. But I was going in because of the simple fact I didn't understand what they were saying. I didn't understand. When you tell me that it's okay for a 10-year-old to fight, I don't understand stuff like that. I don't understand when we say that it's okay for us to die when Peyton didn't. I don't understand that. Somebody please help me out here. I'm not going to be on here long, but I'm not understanding what I'm seeing. What is it going to take for us to get so mad? What is it going to take for us to want to create our own nation within a nation? I do believe that we can do that. We can have our own nation. We can vote our own. Let them have whatever. We need to totally separate from them. We have our own schools, our own banks. We have to start from somewhere. But we won't do it. Tell me why. It's not that hard. We can start building right now. We can start with a community store. Black folk get together in their neighborhoods and get your community store. And we act like that's our Walmarts. We have groceries and food, and you can have the different vendors in there. Okay. We don't have to do this, build it ourselves. You can have a store. Like, remember what I told you? As far as a foundation, have little stores, little entities in that store. If somebody wants to sell shoes, if somebody want to do clothing, if somebody want to do toys, we can have our own community store. And you're paying the rent. And when you're paying the rent, when you're paying your booth rent or your little space rent, it goes toward paying the rent for the building. So it won't be on one person. So everybody in that building who's vending will maybe pay $100 a week. And if you have 10 vendors, that's $1,000. That's your mortgage right there. But you get a building that's super cheap that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on. So yes, you can have people in there paying $100 a week or $100 every 2 weeks. You got your mortgage. If your mortgage is $2,000, you got your mortgage within 2 weeks. If you have 10 people in there, because you'll have a big enough space for you to have, plenty of vendors, and everybody pay $100 a week or maybe $75 a week or something like that. I'm just coming up with a price because I'm trying to help us to understand that it's time for us to get our own. And it's not as hard, and it's not hard at all. But we have to understand that it's going to be work. But you have to have like minds, think alike, right? But we have to start somewhere. We have our own Black school, Xavier Institute, King Randall School, right? The little boy, the little man, I should say the man. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect him. He's out of Ohio, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But you have Zykes Institute out of New York, who's online, right? I'm just saying, we got to do something. Enough is enough, family. We cannot continue allowing them to do what they're doing and we not rise up and do for self. We can have our own banks. Take out your money right now. One United Bank, Black Bank. But we won't do anything. I have a whole foundation taking care of 18 to 25-year-olds. Raminthebush.com. I'm gonna put it in the chat because that's my baby now, my new baby. That's my little baby. REALM. Oh shoot, I don't need no space. And this is my website. I want you guys to go and check it out. Check it out. This is the website. Hope I spelled it right. Yeah. Raminthebush.com. That's my website. Go check it out. I'm just saying. There is no reason for things to be the way they are with us. I'm going to share my screen, you guys. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to show you something. I want y'all to see something. Share my screen one more again. Share my screen. Okay, where is it? It's right there. Okay. Walk with it through me. Come on, walk with it. Look at there. This is it. Can y'all see that? That's my website. Okay, we accept the cookies. I'm tired of y'all doing that crazy stuff. That's it right there. You see that? For a change, in order to complete goals in life, you must take a step in the right direction and keep moving forward. And it says, you are looking to make a change in your life, you have to come to the right place. We will provide you with an apprenticeship program that will allow you the opportunity to own your own business. For more information, click on the program offered tab and you will find what we have to offer. Keep in mind that those are current programs offered and updated on a daily basis. You see that? I hope y'all can see my little thing. Oh, okay. Y'all can see it. Okay. Okay. Look at there. Just wanted y'all to see it. Contact us. Apprenticeship programs. Those are what we offer. Just want y'all to see it. Success. Look at that. 18 to 25 years. Look at there. Mechanics, HVAC, plumbing, electrician, roofing, barber school, security, car detailing, carpentry, early childhood, painting, taxpayers, website, CDL, midwife. We're getting midwife, badoulas in there. About us. Okay. That's about us. Ready for change, apprenticeship program. And then let's go back to the homepage. I just wanted to show you guys. I'm so proud. And my girlfriend did it for me, Dalila Washington. And she is on Facebook and she does sell apparels and stuff. But she does my website. I have t-shirts coming. We're going to be selling t-shirts and a lot of that money is going to go back into the program. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. That's all. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. But I just wanted to I'm just so proud of my little baby. That's what we're doing. But yeah, I'm a doer. Okay. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But guess what? I cannot do it by myself. I can't. I guess if I was on here cussing out folk and get, and being angry, I was upset earlier if I had came on when I was upset. I'm glad I didn't because I'd have been yelling and screaming. I'm tired of yelling and screaming at y'all. I don't want to do that. I want you guys to hear what I'm saying. I don't want to yell at y'all. I want y'all to understand that it's time for a change. It's time for us to do something different. It's time for us to change our mindset. We need to come together. And when you see a coon, when you hear a coon, that's saying that you should have died or that girl should die or anything negative, you need to check that person. Because I'm gonna tell you what, when it was up to Calvin House and he shot them 2 people and killed those 2 people and shot 3 people and killed them, you didn't hear one white person saying that he should have got shot. You didn't hear one white person say anything but positive about that boy. They even went and raised money. The church. This is how you know the church ain't right. The church raised money for a killer. When don't the commandments say thou should not kill? But the church raised money for a killer. I'm just saying. So they don't even follow their own rules. That's how we know we don't serve the same God they do. That's how we know we don't serve the same God. They raised $2 million or $3 million, the church did, to get Kyle Rittenhouse out of jail. And then they turn around and let that little thief, let that little thug get off for murder. Literally shot people and got off because they came up with an excuse why he wasn't going to go to jail. And the excuse that they had that he went out there, he said he was hunting. Wasn't even hunting season. And that's not even the rifle that you would use to hunt with. I'm just saying. It was just different things that they do to always not to find themselves guilty. They would never find themselves guilty. But they'll find you guilty and they'll put you in jail. They'll put you in jail for 20, 30, 40 years. But then they just murdered Botham Jean and got, 12 years? That girl, what's her name? Kimberly Porter, who shot Dante Wright. She got what? 2 years? I have never seen a person get 2 years for murder. Have you? 2 years. She got 2 years. 2. See, 1, 2. She got 2 years. And she's going to be off. Ask why? Yes, white justice. Ain't no justice with them. It's never going to be any justice with them. Never any justice with them. They will never find themselves guilty. This is why we need that Ram in the Bush program, because I have security. I want us to eventually do something with that security. I want us to get our own security team. I want us to get our own investigating team. I want us to get our own police department. I think we should separate. I'm serious. A nation with a nation. We should find some land, have our own land, just like the Indians do. We come together. We do our own thing. We don't let no racial dating, no mixing and mingling. You mixing and mingling, you stay over there with Candace and her husband, her white husband. I'm just saying, if you want to you can't bring no mixing and mingle. I'm telling you, with the Indians, when you leave out of the Indian compound, you can't come back. They don't even let you come back because you didn't got all your brainwashing stuff from white folk. Then you think you're gonna come back and tear up? They don't even let you come back. You can't mix and mingle. You can't bring no black woman up in there. You can't bring nothing, but you can't bring a white woman up in there. You can't do nothing. Bring an Indian, and that's we should. Jews too. They don't let no white folk up in there. You know, you have to be Jewish to marry a Jewish boy, right? And that's who's going up there to live. But guess what? You can. I didn't say it for the Indians. I was comparing. You need a nation within a nation. The Indians have a whole lot of other stuff. But guess what? There's no reason why they shouldn't, because they get all this money every year. They get money. You tell me why the Indians aren't thriving. The government has given them money. The Jews are thriving, right? The Chinese are thriving, right? And they have a city within a city, right? They have a nation within a nation. The Jewish people, there's no such word in the Bible. Jewish people have their own everything, right? And they're thriving, right? Remember, the Jews used to be worse off than the black people. Remember, they was hard on black people 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They hated Jews just like they hated black people. And they still hate them, but they hate us more. But guess what? They're thriving. What did they do in order to thrive? America gives the Jews money every year. They get billions of dollars every year. Don't they? Yeah, they do. Look it up. The Indians just got more money. China, Asian got more money. Pacific Islanders got billions of dollars just now with Joe Biden in office. What did black people get? Nothing. But my thing is, we need to separate. We were $1.2 trillion. We spend it among ourselves. Do you not know that it hurt America more than anything else we could do? They are thriving because of us, just like Africa. The France is thriving because Africa gives them so much money every year. We're talking about 500. Okay. The Jews support their own, yes. But we can support our own too. And the ones that don't want to come, that want to be with white Becky, then you go ahead and be over there. You can't come among us. You stay on over there. But we need to be separating so that we can do what we need to do. Because we don't have any, we have to heal. We have to begin to deprogram, because everything you see is a lie. Everything you see that they've done, everything they've taught you, everything they've said, everything that's connected to them is a lie. Everything. Everything. They won't tell you nothing about your history, nothing about you. They got you hating Africans. They got you hating blackness. They got you hating yourself. They got you hating each other. They have us messed up. The only way that we're going to be deprogrammed is that we come from among them and come with our own. A nation within a nation. Yes, we're going back to segregation. They still have segregation. What do you think gentrification is, people? What do you think gentrifying is? When they go in and gentrify a neighborhood, what do? They let it be as bad as they can, like downtown Chicago, right? They let it be so bad. They let it get so bad. And do you not know there's police officers down there shooting those people? You're not going to tell me they're not dressing up in those black masks. Okay? But they let Chicago get so bad downtown. And then they turned around, gentrified it. They shipped everybody out. All in Cabrini Green projects. Remember the Cabrini Green? Okay? They shipped all those people out into the suburbs, right? Then they tore them projects down. And then they rebuild condos. Now they $400,000 and $500,000 when you can't even afford to live. Welcome, Philip. D, how you doing? You ready? Come on. I'm just saying, it's time for us to understand what's really going on. We can come together and do this. Yes, they did in D.C., Georgia, New York. They doing it all. Harlem. You won't even recognize Harlem now. Harlem was all black at one time. They done came in and they done took it over. They done came in with their little poodles. And now it's so expensive you can't even. Philip, good morning. I mean, good afternoon. How you doing? Sorry. But you have to understand why it's all on purpose. Because if I make an area so bad to where you can't even walk through that area, and then I make it's on purpose. All the property values go down, right? And then what happens? They come in, all those investors come in and collect all that land, right? And they tear everything down. Then they rebuild. And then it's so expensive to where black people can't even afford it. Gentrification, right? Segregation, right? Yeah, they just changed the name and rewrapped it. That's all it is. It's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Let me know if you want to come on, D. Just put your little finger up like you're at church. You know how we used to go walk out of church with a little finger up? Yeah, back in the day. We have to understand what's really going on. They've just renamed stuff. That's all they've done. Nothing new under the sun. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to rise up. Let me let D come on. D, you got something to say? I have this is my road dog. Hey, road dog.
Hi.
Welcome. I'm glad you joined us. How you doing?
I'm pushing it.
He's on pushing it. Me too. What you got to say for us?
Nothing. I'm coming in. I got to find out what you're talking about first. Go ahead.
Oh Lord, now I thought you was ready. We've talked about the little young lady, and then we were talking about separating. I do believe that we need to build our nation within a nation. I do believe that we need to separate from them because things are not going to get better at all. We've tried the kumbaya. We've tried to hold hands. We've tried the MLK dream. We've tried everything. We've tried to smile and act like their racism don't exist. We've tried to smile and nod and know back in the back of your mind, oh my God, are they gonna shoot me? They're gonna stab me? What they gonna do? Okay, because they look good. They smile in your face. But every time you watch a movie on TV, they show you exactly what you're dealing with. Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy? I keep telling people that. Who comes to kill, steal, and destroy? The enemy. So he said, you have to know their fruit by their fruit. We have to start recognizing what we're dealing with. And we're not doing that. We're still thinking, I seen a lady the other day, oh, this is my best friend, Becky. How are you best friends with Becky? My thing is, I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay. Are you her best friend? You're safe. You're a coon. That's exactly what it means. When I see black folk talking about their best friends with Becky, I know that they're a coon. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, okay. Let my brother in. Come on here, my brother. Brother Maurice, how you doing? I'm sorry. How you doing?
Peace and blessings,
peace and blessings. Come on, I'm giving you the floor. This is my brother right here, Brother Maurice. Boy, I always count on my brother. Go ahead, I'm gonna give you the floor. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say peace and blessings to our sister as well for joining us. I've been listening to the whole program, and everything that you said was exactly right. Any time that a black man would agree that our sister Leona should have been shot is ridiculous. Anytime that they would ride on the side of the enemy against one of our own who was doing nothing but
Yeah.
running away, and she gets shot up 5 times, it's really pathetic. But it shows you how deep and how sick this mental illness that
Yes.
we have that's running amongst our people.
Yes.
And it's so sickening that even in today's time, you don't want to realize the truth of who these demons really are.
Yeah.
And that's what we're dealing with. And so we have to separate, because staying amongst them is death for us all.
Yes.
We have to separate. And those that don't want to separate, that means that they like where they at.
Yeah.
They see refuge and comfort where they at.
Yes.
And that sickness there is enough there to kill everybody. We just witnessed this cracker go up into the supermarket
Yes.
and kill 10 of our people.
Yes.
We just witnessed this. And
Yes.
some people are still, you hear them on TV, on different media saying, why? Why? I don't understand. What do you mean, why? Why don't you understand?
Yes.
We've been telling you all your life
Yes.
that this is who these demons are. They're not like you, but you want them to be like you because you
Yes.
want to be next to them. You want them to approve of you.
Yes.
But we should never want Satan's approval. We should never want Satan's approval.
That's
And
right.
we should be grown enough now
Yes.
to be able to look at history and
Yes.
understand that these demons don't change.
They don't. God.
They don't change. They the same low down dirty demon dogs that they were 6,000 years ago. They're the same thing. They don't change.
Nope.
And you can see it in their children.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
They have no problem killing. They
Yes.
look forward to killing.
Yes.
We in a day now that our children, they're going to school with them. You better make sure they have bulletproof backpacks.
You ain't kidding.
To say that you,
You better make sure they have it.
my grandson told my daughter that he was scared. He didn't even want to go back to school.
Hmm.
And it's just crazy. And they also showed today. They showed a 10-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
and normally they do not show minors when you
Right.
commit an offense or something. But this individual, they showed the little 10-year-old boy. He had made a threat of going to shoot up his elementary school.
Was he black?
No, he was not. He was looked like he may have been Mexican or something. But they was walking him to the police car. I actually seen it earlier.
Yeah.
And then so, and it's just crazy, because we know that we're supposed to be separated. In church we was taught being separated from people
The
that were
world.
clean. But the more I read and the more I come into the knowledge of who I am, that's not that scripture is telling us to be separated from those that are not of the Lord, of the Most High. And so, never could get that. They you can't hang around this person because this person is doing this and this person is doing that. That's not what that scripture meant.
Nope.
Um, that I wasn't going to talk on that part, but I was going to talk about the mental illness part, the spirit of the lunatic in the book of, I think it's Matthew, and that's that mental illness that's running rapid, and people don't realize, that that's what's really going on, and because it has so many forms,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just like you can't even tell, one person can walk around looking this way and you not even know that something is wrong with them. But
Hmm.
look at where most of it is coming from.
Hmm.
Look at where most of it is coming from. And and then what happens is every now and then you see our people may dibble or whatever, take somebody's life or something, then their life end up getting taken behind it.
Mm-hmm. But our life getting taken regardless. We walking down the street, we riding the car. You say get out, we get out and running because we know we getting ready to die. Because you stand there, you're gonna die. You run, you're gonna die. What do?
9 times out of 10, when you get out that vehicle, you don't know what the next scenario may be, and it's crazy. But that's the fear that we have to walk in daily of not knowing.
Not knowing. Who wants to live like that though? Who wants to live like that, Brother Maurice? Who wants to live like that?
Yeah, that's not even living. That's not even living at all.
No.
It's a thing that we have to understand. See, as our sister was talking about the scripture, and we got to really understand that we were never given the spirit of fear.
Right.
We were never given that.
Never.
That's not in our nature.
No.
We were never given that. But see, that was put into us.
Yes.
When we got around this demon.
Yes.
That's where that came from.
Yes.
That's where that came from. They use their religion, they use their way to supplant that spirit of fear within us. Yes. And we nourished it and kept it going. And so we got to come up out of that. We got to reconnect with our original source so that we can get that out of us.
Yes.
We got to get that out of us because that's the thing that stops us.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the thing that stops us at the moment of decision. Mm-hmm. It stops us from doing the things that we need to do.
Yes.
We look at George Floyd. There was one cracker on his neck. There was a young brother that came down from the apartment to come out there, and he was riling up the crowd. And that brother that was the MMA fighter cooled him down and told him, don't do that. Don't say that.
Oh, God.
Don't act like that. Because he was revving the people up to do something.
Yes.
Yep.
It was in him naturally to know I'm watching something that is unnatural. I'm watching something that goes against my own humanity.
Yes. Yes.
And his nature said, do something.
Yes.
And then the grown black man poured the water on there to put the fire out and sent the young man back upstairs crying.
Oh, God.
Crying.
I seen that.
We should never allow that to ever happen to us.
Never.
Never. We got to stand up and stop it. And it starts by teaching the people what's real.
Yes.
Giving them the truth. Yes. And let that truth ignite the fire in them.
Yes.
Revolution to be done overnight.
Yes. Yes.
Because you're getting rid of fear.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. And how do we get rid of fear? How do we get rid of fear?
Was talking about the making of a slave, putting fear in them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Willie Lynch syndrome, right?
That's
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what they've done. I've never seen so many scared black people. I've never in my life. I'm so mad. I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm not even gonna be black no more. I'm gonna be orange or something. I said, I'm sick of y'all. I'm so sick of them. I don't know what to do. I'm so tired of this. I just can't stand it. I'm serious. If I had came over here when I was supposed to, I would have been crazy. I'd have been yelling and acting the fool because I was so tired. When I saw this with this young woman, Leonna, what's that? Leonna Hale. I was irate. I said, you guys are standing around looking. Those police officers should not even been around to get around that girl. Everybody should have sworn them. It wasn't but two in the first place, right? They should have sworn. Ain't no way in the world. And when we get our own nation within the nation, they shouldn't even be allowed to patrol in your neighborhoods, in your area. You stay over there with white folk, do you? We're going to stay over here. We got this. We don't need you to do nothing for us. We got this. We don't need no more. This MLK stuff, and you ain't going to tell me that was a God dream because ever since he came up with that daggone dream, that nightmare, we ain't been nothing since. So you mean to tell me that when God is blessing something, we're gonna look like this? That wasn't no God dream. People get mad when I say that, but it wasn't. You can
That's right.
recognize that was straight from hell. That was not a God's dream, because if it was, we'd have been sitting on high, honey. We've been over these crackers already.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna tell me that that dream came from God. And
That's,
I'm gonna tell you what, I believe he died because of that dream, because
that's why
he's bringing us together like that.
that's why they killed him when he came back. And when he realized what was going on, when he that last message, when he said that he realized that he had sold his people into a burning house, and he got
Mm-hmm.
And it cost him.
so, and that's why he was killed.
And guess what? We've been in that building ever since. We don't even have sense enough to come out the dang on building, Maurice. We ain't got we ain't even got no, we don't have no sense to even come out the building. We standing there, the building falling down around you, and you still looking like,
Mm-hmm.
where exit at? What? Find one. Do something. Why you standing there? What you standing there for? What you waiting on? The whole ceiling to fall on you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I the only one? Are we the only one mad about this? Everybody else sitting around, well, it ain't me. But it could be. It could be yours.
Okay.
It could be anybody's. So you gonna care when it's yours? No, we need to care now before it's ours.
Oh,
That's
right,
We
right.
need to care now. Well, I'm not willing to wait until it, but I'm just saying, I'm not willing to wait. I want to handle this problem right here and right now, because we have every God-given right. When thug terrorists like police officers come in and act like hoodlums, we have a given right to protect ourselves from them.
That's right.
Ain't nowhere in the world we supposed to sit up there and see what's going on, and we stand there looking. They keep showing these murders on TV for a reason. They keep back to back, back to back, back to back. They talked about New York, what, a day? And they've been talking about Texas for the last week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how somebody set those kids up. They sacrificed their own children. They said somebody propped that door open at that school for that killer to get in. You mean to tell me you sacrificed your own child? You wouldn't even go in. This is how coward these devils are. They so coward they wouldn't even go into school to handle that problem. It was an 18-year-old boy with a gun. You mean to tell me you couldn't handle that? Seriously? They stood outside waiting for him wait till he got done. And if a federal agent had to went in there, every child in that school would have been dead. I guarantee you. Every child in that school would have been dead. You sacrificed your own child because you a coward.
That's right.
And we ain't looking no better. When you sat up there and let that boy come in your neighborhood and did nobody, you mean to tell me nobody had no gun out there? Nobody. In the whole block. And that's supposed to be the ghetto. You're not going to tell me nobody had no gun out there, Maurice. You're not going to tell me, bro. Did nobody have a gun?
Yeah, somebody had something. Somebody has something, and the thing is, this is that they ready to kill somebody that look like them, but they scared to kill when it comes to that white boy.
Exactly.
When it comes to that white flesh, they don't want to kill that white flesh because they see that white flesh as a god. That's what it is. That's how that white flesh can walk among you, and talk about they gonna kill you. One black man who was interviewed talked to that racist cracker the day before he went on his killing spree. And he said he talked to him and they disagreed over race. And he said, what did you think about it? And he said, well, I just thought he was confused. Well, what do you think about him now? Now I think he's a racist. Now I think that there was something wrong. He was telling you from day one what he was about, but you didn't want to accept it. You didn't want to take hold to what he was saying because you looking at them as if they're really God. You looking at them for acceptance, so you allow them in your church, you allow them in your school, you allow them in your community, and they coming not to love you, but they coming to kill you.
That's right.
And you don't want to wake up and understand the time and what must be done.
That's right.
We better wake up and understand it's time now.
They come
when
in.
they come amongst us, check them and kick them the hell out.
Yes.
Kick them out.
Yes.
Ain't no integration.
No.
That's death. That's death.
Death. And more of our black women dying by their hands. You see the one where the black man, the white man burnt his wife up? I did a show on it. Burned
Yeah.
her to a crisp. And then she said it was an accident and she's still with him. I'm done.
What?
Burned her half to death. Can't even recognize her. Said it was an
Mhm.
accident. What kind of accident is that? Her whole, all of this.
He's so quick to forgive everybody.
And still sleeping next to that devil.
Wow. I
I
miss
don't
that.
understand. I don't understand. I cannot understand it to save my life. I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what it is. What is it going to take for us to get mad enough to pull up? Because let me tell you what, them officers that shot that girl, America should be burning right now.
Mhm.
Right now. They should have been burning in New York when that joker came up in there and the police didn't do nothing. And the one newsman said, I don't even know how he's still living, how he's still breathing. Oh, I know how. Because if he was black, he wouldn't have been. You know that and I know that. But because he was one of theirs and he was doing what they want to do, because half of the Klan is on the police force. Half of your Klan is on the doctor still. Half of your Klan is in the judges. Half of your Klan is your DAs that's not bringing charges up against these jokers. So guess what? You ain't got to bring no charges. I'm coming. You ain't got to never bring no charges. I wouldn't even report nothing. I wouldn't even call the police. What you calling the police for? They gonna come and do what? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We have not learned not to call them yet. We need our own 811. That means
That's
come
right.
on, take care of it. That's what it means. Because you come in our neighborhood, mess with us, 811, please.
That's right.
811. We ain't call no 911. What you call 911 for? 811 is our name, is our number. That means come on in and handle your business. Do what you got to do. Take care. Make our neighborhood safe. Just like somebody, I was talking to them about Black Wall Street. They said, ooh, if we build another one, they're going to do so and so, so and so. I said, so what you going to do? Just sit there and do nothing? I said, no, this time you be ready. You don't do the same mistake. You be ready. If you got to have 24-hour patrol, you have 24 hours. Come on up in here if you want to. We got that. You don't go and do the same thing they did. Them folk were sleeping on them crackers because they was up there smiling in your face and all the time they want to take your place, right? Them backstabbers, right? Yeah, you sitting up there smiling with them devils. They ain't nothing to play with. And the ones that's mixing and mingling with these children of those devils, they've been trained to do that.
That's right.
That stuff passed down. That racism passed down. And then I hear something, well, Sarah's my best friend. You an idiot if you got a best friend, a white best friend. That ain't your friend. You just so dumb and stupid. You know she's safe around you. That's why she your best friend. But let it come down to it. Let it come down to some mess. She gonna be right over there with them. She gonna be taking up for them, just like that one boy, Peter Spencer, came up dead. He hunting. Why is you hunting with them? You hunting with them by yourself, and you got hunted. Came up dead, and they said, "Oh, it's self-defense." He got shot 9 times. Tell me this self-defense.
Exactly.
When does that? When do you stop shooting? When he wasn't breathing? 9 times self-defense. And that dummy went to her. His girlfriend tried to tell him, "Don't go, don't go. I'm not feeling right." He went anyway. Okay, now you dead. You wouldn't listen. You should have felt that. You should have known better. You should have known better. You don't go nowhere with them by yourself. That's unacceptable. You don't do nothing with them by yourself.
That's right.
Let them stay over there and you stay over here. Took my granddaughter swimming this weekend, right? In the pool, had to go in another area because there's nothing to do in our neighborhood. That's another thing. Black folk ain't. We should be mad about that. Why is it I have to go 20 minutes down the road into another area for me to have some kind of activity for my children to do? Why is black folk not mad about the Y's being closed in our neighborhood? Why are we sitting up here not mad but the after school programs? Summer getting ready to happen. Where's the summer programs that we used to have? We used to go up to the school and play basketball, football, swim at the schools in the summertime. Where's those programs? Why is black folk not mad? Every YMCA in our neighborhood was closed, but I had to go down the street to another neighborhood and it was open. Tell me why. We're not mad about that? Oh, I was mad. I don't want to go in their neighborhood to swim. Then here comes one white woman come over here looking, like, just trying to size me up. Don't come over here. I didn't smile one bit. Don't come over here. Going back over there where you was. And I just looked at her. No smile, no nothing. I don't like you. I'm not even going to fake and shake. Get away from me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
Go on back over, ease on back over there. Yeah, you need to ease on back over there. I just looked at her. I ain't crack a smile. She was, how they look at your face trying to see, are you one of them? Are you nice? Are you going to smile? No, I'm not one of them. You got me twisted. Go on back over there. Have a good day. I'm already mad because I got to come down here in your neighborhood to swim because I ain't couldn't find nothing in my area, right? No, I shouldn't have to do that. And why are we not mad about that?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta change stuff like this. We got to change this stuff. You can no longer go on like this. You're not, and I heard a black woman told me we thriving in the mirror. How you thriving? I said, only way you thriving, you're a coon. That's why people thriving in America, you're a coon and you safe.
That's right.
Thriving? How you thriving in what? Because you living in the white neighborhood, you thriving now? You ain't thriving.
That don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing. They set it up like that to split the votes and all this other crazy stuff. We know why they did it. And we don't have no sense to be mad when we see them doing injustices. We just sit there. I ain't never seen us nuts. I have never seen anything like this. We don't say nothing. We don't rise up. We fuss for a day. And then we go back. Now you got more black folk talking about this Texas thing. They ain't got nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. You got more black folk talking about Texas than you did Buffalo. I said, give Buffalo the same energy you just gave them crackers over there. Because half of the Mexicans don't like you no way. They just as racist in the white folk, or more so.
Right.
And you sitting up there, where the Texas? So what? That wasn't nothing to do with you. Why do you care? I don't care. They don't look like me. I don't care. Shoot them all up. You know why I say that? Because less that we have to be bothered with. Less that my granddaughter gonna have to be bothered with.
That's right. That's right.
I don't have no, look, if you ain't black, I don't care. Shoot them up. Shoot each other. Get rid of each other. Less I got to worry about.
Exactly.
Because this is ridiculous. There's no reason that we should be sitting up here allowing things that we're allowing. I ain't never seen that. My grandma, great grandma, granddaddy wouldn't ever allow this. This right here, what we see it, this right here, they'd have been rose up, honey. The Black Panthers would have been rose up, honey.
I was thinking about that day.
I don't even know what the Black Panthers now doing. What they doing, my brother Marie? What they doing? The Black Panthers now, the new Black Panthers. What they doing besides coming together with white folk?
They scared.
They ain't about nothing.
They ain't about nothing now. I ain't never seen what. I don't even know see them out. Do you ever see them out?
No, unless it's a special event, they may come out to be a part of an event. But other than that, no.
I don't see nothing. And they know white folk don't. They wouldn't even mess with them because they ain't gonna come out, and they know they safe. We ain't gotta worry about them niggas. They safe. They ain't gonna raise us. They ain't gonna raise because they will use their system against us, and we know that. And they know we know that. So we sit there in the corner. Well, we're gonna have our rifles over there in the corner. We're gonna sit over here while y'all, we got this, we got your back. You got who back? Over there in the corner. You ain't got nothing over there in the corner. You over there hiding behind something, the wall. You got some back. You can't even see.
And
girl, don't mention that. Go ahead. Al Sharpton.
And what's the other lawyer name? Ben Crump. All them need to sit down too. They see Jesse Jackson ain't saying nothing.
He can't. You see how crazy keep going live. I'm sorry. You see how crazy he's looking now? Jesse Jackson back to rocking. What's wrong with you? He can't say nothing. Did you see Jesse Jackson last time he was out there at the funeral? Somebody's funeral. They had him all the way in the back here. Did you see him, Brother Marie?
I didn't see him.
He's in the corner looking like he crazy, like he done had something. He looking around looking crazy. God,
they say he got Alzheimer's.
Huh?
They say he has the beginning stages of Alzheimer's.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And they still got him coming out looking like that. They should sit that man down.
Something happened, they said, after him and his wife got that COVID shot.
Oh, yeah, keep on getting the COVID shot. Go ahead.
He started feeling like that. Something happened after he got that shot, though.
Well, Okay, you shouldn't have took that. You are, but you know what? This is what's wrong with black folk. We think we can trust him. So we thought, well, we're gonna go and
Mm-hmm.
even Tyler Perry. I'm looking to suspected him because he came out telling black folk to take that mess. Even he
Oh
told black
wow.
folk to come take it. I'm like, did you take it? You ain't gonna tell me nothing. I
Mm,
know about these crackers. I know about that
mm,
MR.
mm, mm,
It finally came out though that now these vaccines are more deadly for our black men. The scientist that made it, Dr. William somebody, he was one of
mhm.
the scientists. Came now he's coming out because he's old and try to commit suicide. Now he want to tell the truth, right?
Exactly.
Every program that they came up with was for our demise, and now it's coming out
Mhm.
that yes, those vaccines were deadly, 20 like 42% more deadly than for our babies, our black boy babies, for a reason. Can you imagine what kind of people are we dealing with that want to that will create a system that will create something to take you out on purpose? What? Yes,
Mhm.
William Thompson. Yes, with the CDC. Yes, and the CDC used to be what the American used to be connected with that the Tuskegee thing, right? And they changed
Yep.
the name, and until now it's the CDC. So I never trust the CDC. I didn't trust them ever because a whole
Mhm.
lot of stuff that they were saying was like you looking at them like what?
Well, now they're talking about the monkeypox now, and they saying that it originated from first they were saying about two gay men.
Girl, please.
Now they
They
talk now they talking about
ain't nobody catching it but white folk.
now they saying it's another black illness.
It ain't no black nothing. Them devils, they got that. They gave that mess. That's why they dying. Or that's why they catching that mess. Ain't got nothing to do with no black folk. All we got to do is sit in the sun. I keep telling people, vitamin D heals our body. All we got to do is sit in the sun, lay in the sun. Why you think a whole lot of Africans didn't catch that mess that was coming down before? Okay. Why you think a whole lot of Africans didn't catch that garbage? Because all of that sun, vitamin D is good for us. It heals our body. It burns them, but it kisses our body. It heals our body.
Yep.
All you gotta do is sit in the sun. Get you some sun. And you won't be
Mhm.
catching no monkeypox. That ain't nothing for us anyway.
Exactly.
That ain't all of this all. It's not for us. But the reason we catching it is because you mixing and mingling with enemies. You ain't have no business.
Mhm.
Deuteronomy 7 told you don't marry them, don't mingle with them, come from among, be separate, and learn not their ways. Did it? Didn't he
Yes,
tell
That's
us?
right.
And what
That's
you
right.
do? You didn't learn their ways. You marrying them. You sleeping with them. You mix it and mingle. You lie with dogs. You get fleas, right?
That's
yep.
right.
That's what it
But ain't
said.
none of this stuff supposed to be for you. But you
Mhm.
so busy trying to be your enemy's best friend, trying to mix and mingle with them devils.
Mm.
All of our men got most of them, the rich boys, the NFL and all them got white women. What in the
Mhm.
world? What kind of man? What's going on here? You done went to the trash. You done passed up a 10. You done went to the trash to get something. What in the
That's
world?
right.
What in the world? You in the garbage. And you think you upgrade? And I done seen some with some whales. I'm like, would you get a black woman 400 pounds?
No,
You're
Mm,
sitting up there
mm,
with a
mm.
dang old white woman,
they,
500 pounds, and then looking and then want to be on black women like we, want to get on us, but you got a whale over there, an elephant
Mm, mm, mm,
digging
mm.
through the trash. I'm so sick. I told you I'm gonna be orange from now on. I'm done. I'm not black. I'm orange. I'm orange, brother Maurice. I'm orange from now on. I'm orange. They gonna say, "Well, where you come?" I'm put on.
okay.
Huh? I'm orange.
Said okay, Trump. You better pick
Yeah.
Trump.
Well, what color can I be so I'm black? Because I'm sick of y'all.
Ooh.
I'm sick of y'all. I'm
You
tired.
what is it? The 50 Shades better be great. I,
Well, Phyllis said I could be peach. I'm gonna be a peach or something. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of what I'm seeing because it's not making no sense, and I don't know what it's gonna take to wake us up. We under this deep sleep, and I don't understand. We act like we've been poisoned or hypnotized or something. What is it?
that's
My
the
identity is orange. Yes, I'm orange from now on. Ask. I'm orange because I've had enough. I don't know which way to
you
turn right now.
can't
Huh?
orange. You cannot be orange.
I'm gonna be something. I'm not gonna be black. I'm done. Y'all can stay do what y'all gotta do. I'm not. They ask me what I am. I'm orange or red or something. I'm gonna be anything but black.
You can't be red.
Look, I gotta be something.
Well, see, you can't be red because you know red is red. Red symbolizes the white people.
Oh God.
If you go back, if you
Mhm.
look at Genesis and read who
Okay, I can't be red.
I was,
Okay, well, I got to be something. I'm not gonna be.
I was a red man now. So then you know they call Donald Trump the orange man. So you can't.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna do
So
something. We're gonna find some color because I'm done. I don't understand. And I don't usually like to make my lives long, so we're not gonna be on here. My brother Maurice, you got something you want to say? You want to like your last words? We want to.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say this, and I feel you about, so many people not accepting their
Mhm.
blackness, not accepting their responsibility and what it really means to be black and to be a child of the Most High. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand. But we are the example. And
Yeah.
so we call out to them, no, you not being who you should be because you're denying who you are to be friends with the enemy, to be accepted by the enemy. So no, you're not us. I even went as far, I did a petition um a few months ago, I think a year ago, when a black child was taken by a white family out the
Yeah.
house,
Yes.
and the family knew that the white people took their child
Mm-hmm.
and knew where the white folks lived
Yep.
and went to the police and said, hey, we need you to get our child. He ran away or whatever. The police refused to do it. And a few days later, they found the child dead.
Yep.
oh,
I remember that. Yep.
Now, I did a petition against those people that claim to be black. And I said that you didn't love your son enough
Right.
because you knew where he was
Yes. And
and you
didn't.
still did nothing.
Yep. Didn't handle
So
no
we're
business.
not going to embrace you and we're not going to show love to you because you didn't show love to your own.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
got to call you out because you didn't do right.
Yes.
We're not accepting this foolishness and saying you black. No, no, no. That is not us. That is not of us. That is not how the Most High expects us to behave.
That's right.
So we call it out and we condemn it.
That's right.
That's anti-black.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to come together and understand the day and the time.
That's right.
We can't be walking around in fear.
That's right.
That's not of us.
That's right.
He gave us the power of real love and a sound mind.
Yes.
See, real love will make you challenge those who try to punk you.
That's right.
Real love. See, when these crackers had my son and my nephew, and I'm on the radio doing the interview with Dr. Jones and them, and I'm hearing the helicopter above my house, and I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Wow.
And I look out the window, I see my son and my nephew, and I see all these damn police. I said, well, hold on, y'all. I got to go outside and deal with this because the police got my son and my
Wow.
nephew. I walk out the door. I'm seeing police all down one end of the street, all down the other end of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm already got in my mind when I get up there, the closest police officers, I'm getting my hands on them. And so when I start walking out the house and my nephew and my son, they saw me. Now they start saying, no, 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 go back, go back, go back, go back.
They already
And
knew.
the way, yeah, they knew what was coming. And you could literally see fear in the police.
Yeah.
You could literally see that they were afraid of what this one black man was going to do when I got over to them.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got up to him, and my son was like, Dad, go back in the house. This was just a mistake. It's all okay. It's all okay. We be right in there. We be right in there. I said, are you sure? And they was like, yeah, we're sure. It's just a mistake. You could literally see the fear on these police officers.
Mm-hmm.
I walked back in the house. 30 seconds later, they came in the house laughing, and they was like, Dad, Uncle, the police was afraid of you. They shook our hands and thanked us for de-escalating and bringing everything down.
Yeah.
And they were
They
like,
knew.
I couldn't wouldn't believe how just your presence
Yeah.
changed the situation.
God, if
I
we could just
said,
expound on that. Oh my God. Talk about your presence.
and I told her, I said, because I don't fear. I
Yes.
don't have no fear in them, in me for them. They are afraid of us
Yes.
Yep.
They are.
naturally. When they understand that we're connected to the Most High and we don't fear them, we don't see them as a God, we
Yes.
see them as they are. Then the fear gets into them and they back up.
Yes.
They
Yes.
back up. We're never to back up. They
Yes.
will back up. They will bow down. We should never bow down to them. And that's the problem. We have bowed down to them.
Mm.
And we got to end that. We end that. And I guarantee you, change is overnight.
Yes.
Change is overnight. I thank you, Sister Cassie, for allowing
Thank
me to come on.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
I've
so
been
much.
here the whole time.
I appreciate you. I thought you were in the back. I didn't know that you were there sitting because I was waiting for you to show, so I could see or give me a sign. And I said, well, I didn't want to bring you on and you weren't there. And I said, well, when he get there? And then that's why I text you. I said, hey, and I didn't even have my phone with me to be able to see that you were there. I was like, oh my God. And then I was sharing my screen, so I couldn't see you then. But I appreciate you, my brother, for coming on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're amazing.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate your company. But like you said, we have to understand that our blackness, we are black gods walking around.
Walking around.
Our blackness, our presence, it reeks of who we are. When we know who we are, they can feel who we are. Just like when you walked out there, they felt that blackness, they felt that God, they felt that presence of you knowing who you were. They knew it wasn't going to be done pretty for them. They knew it.
Mm-hmm.
They knew it. That's why they was like, oh my God. It didn't take but 30 minutes, though, did it? For them to release your children, and they were on their way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hadn't been the man that you were, them boys would have been gone.
That's
Yep.
right.
You walked out there showing them who you were, and if anything happened to man, I'm gonna handle all of this. And I ain't calling for no help because you ain't have to.
Mm-mm.
And they knew that. They knew that. But this is what we have to understand. There's no fear. There's no fear. No more fear. We got to take care of this fear. It's almost like we've been fed a fear packet or a fear cookie or something. But just our presence makes the difference. We have to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
And did you not know that boy that you did a petition for? His mom was married to a white man.
Oh, really?
Yes, that
Wow.
was his mom. And I remember that young boy because the white woman came and got him from his house with
Right.
that boy, and he went to their house and came up dead. And the woman let him leave her house. But I think they did something to that boy. You're not gonna tell me they didn't.
Oh, yeah, they did something to him.
They
did
did something to that boy and got away with it too, because did nobody get arrested? Nobody.
Exactly.
You let a white child come up in my house, come up dead. Like with a woman that was in the party and she had 5 friends.
Oh,
The black woman that came up missing or dead. No, she came up dead.
She came up
dead.
Nobody got arrested.
Yep.
Nobody got arrested. Really? So you gonna sit up here and murder and get away with it? Oh, so that means I get to do what I got to do and get away with it. I'm just saying, tit for tat. You hit me. My mom always told me, one of you get hit back. Don't come back here. Don't come home telling me somebody hit you and you didn't knock the hell out of them. My mom, she was like, look, don't come here talking somebody hit you and you sitting up here crying. Did you hit them back? And you tell me you didn't hit them back, you gonna get a whooping.
That's right.
Back in the day, honey, maybe we need to get back to that. Some of these folks need some something. You sitting up there, you didn't let a whole thug tears come in your neighborhood and shoot up the place, and you ain't do nothing. He walks out with no scratches, no nothing. He should have walked out in one of them body bags. That part right there. I was through when I seen it. I said, I know he didn't come out walking. When I seen that joker come out walking with that nice, pretty t-shirt, no dirt, no skin marks, nobody's on his head, no guns pulled, nobody was on his neck. George Floyd,
nothing.
He could breathe, and he was still breathing, and he had the nerve to go to court and was living. I was done.
And think about what the 22-year-old in Atlanta, 2 days after that happened. And
21-year-old, yes, died.
And he was from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my daughter knew him. Yeah,
Mm.
he was
He died. They shot him. He mental illness for real. His
yeah,
mom was a nurse or something. I mean,
yeah,
she was in that mental illness field. And
yep,
they killed her. They shot her son, honey,
yeah.
dead.
She had
2 days after that, or almost the same day or something. It wasn't
it
that
was
far.
I think it was 2 days after. It was on a Wednesday, and her and her mom had just called to get them to come to try to get him
Why would you
because
call them?
of his state of mind that he was in.
But have we not understood? Those are not people that you can call. You call them when you're ready to die. You don't call the police for nothing. You handle that yourself. They shouldn't
Mhm.
even. You should not even. That first thought should not even be to call 911. That first thought should be, I'm gonna decrease the threat. I'm gonna take care of this threat,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna live another day, and we can go to court and testify about it. But we're gonna live another day.
That's
Seriously,
right.
you got to take care of the threat. We got to get that in our minds. Y'all start going to weapons training and keeping y'all mind at all costs. I will take care and protect my family at all costs. Period. You
Mhm.
don't leave home without your relief blowers. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Just like
That's
Jay's
right.
potato chips, you don't leave home without them. Your credit card, you don't leave home without it. You don't leave home without your leaf blowers. You
Mhm.
have it at ready at all times. And we have to understand that. D, you got some last words? We're gonna go after you got
No,
some last words.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're gonna do this again next Sunday, probably Sunday. We just gonna see how the wind blows. We're gonna blow with the wind, and we're gonna go. But we're not. I don't want to do any more reports about Black folk dying, and we not standing up for us. This country right
Yeah.
now should be burning down. Do you hear me? They done done too many. Nobody else black should be dying after you set up there and let a boy, a thug, get away with murdering 10 of our own elders. This day
Mm.
forth, nobody black should be dying. If you didn't shoot him and he killed 10, ain't no reason you should be killing nobody right now. Nobody black.
Mhm.
And then they only charge him with one count of murder.
Oh, they upgraded it. Was it today, Brother Maurice? They upgraded it to like 25 counts or something.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
25 counts
Mhm.
or something. I don't know if it was with the murder, but it's 25 counts or something. They did
Oh,
upgrade
okay.
it today. Because I was like, what? What do you mean what? But
Right.
I told y'all I'm orange, but I appreciate y'all for coming on. Appreciate everybody for coming on. We're gonna do this again, y'all. Thank
Oh,
you,
Yes,
Brother
ma'am.
Maurice. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
okay.
Sister Jackie. Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Take care, okay?
Okay.
All righty.
All right.
Gee, thank you for coming on. I
You're welcome.
appreciate you.
Even though I came in on the tail end, but you're welcome.
That's okay. I appreciate you for coming. You know, we handle our business. I was a little late myself, and they understand, but I
I'll
just
be
went on and
prepared.
got on. Huh?
I'll be prepared the next one.
That's okay. Just you coming on. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
What
Thank
time?
you.
All right.
Bye-bye. Family, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Like and share as you go. Leave your comments, like and share. A like and share don't cost you anything. We want everybody. We need to really get these shows out because we be talking about some great things. We really be talking about some great things. And I want you guys to like and share. Everybody, share this to your social media. Share this to your neighbors. Share this to somebody. Like, put a comment in there. I want y'all to start commenting. Sometimes I do shows and I get one comment. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. I want to talk to myself. But I appreciate you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys for sharing your comments, from liking, sharing, and just participating and just embracing me with your presence. Because you guys didn't have to come. You guys could have went and did some other stuff because it is late. It's 10 o'clock. So you guys have a great night, and we will see you probably on Sunday. If anything happened between now and Sunday, I'll be back. But right now, we're going to see you guys on Sunday. Thank you, and take care, family. Peace, you guys.